It was just really, like you said, it was a bunch of racers for a bunch of people with performance cars that wanted to figure out where they could drive it,
Right.
where you could take them.
Right.
We also ran monthly meetings, we had annual dinners, we didn't have tours, we didn't have driving tours. I don't think we ever really did that, unless you called a rally.
Well, we had these treasure hunts.
Right. I mean, kind of gimmick deals. So you had what they call poker rallies, right? Pages of instructions, okay, and your navigator told you where to go, and you come around the corner, and here'd be somebody with a deck of cards. You take a card, all right? And at the end of the rally, you'd have 5 cards or 7 cards. You make the best poker hand you could out of the cards you drew,
Right.
and the best poker hand won the rally.
Right.
Now, you had to get enough cards to make a poker hand, so you couldn't get off track. But,
Right.
I mean, that made it less skill and more luck with the expectation that more people would do it. And then we did that Fox and Hounds rally. Remember that one?
Yes.
You don't remember it as well as I do because I won. All right. And the reason I won was, and I'd only been up here like 3 months from Maryland. I had that SC coupe. Fox and Hounds rally, you sent a guy out on a Sunday morning, try this today, with little bags of flour. And he'd drive straight until he came to an intersection, and then he'd stop and he'd throw the bag of flour on the ground, and it would pop, and there'd be a little pile of flour. Now, obviously, these are rural roads, not main highways. So when you approached as one of the participants and you saw the little blotch of powder, okay, you knew that there's a chance he changed his direction there, right, left, or straight. You had 3 choices, okay? So if you turned, you thought, I think you might have turned right here. So if you turned right and you went 1/4 of a mile, if you didn't see another splash of powder, okay, you guessed wrong. So you go back, now you go straight. You go down that road, all right, if you found the patch of powder, then you keep going straight until another instruction, which was the powder, okay? So it was kind of a guessing game. And at that point, they basically said, well, if you guess right, you're going to win, because the way you won was to have the lowest mileage. Well, what they didn't realize was that, and these guys were running, at that point, 914s were out, they had 911s, I had a 356, it was 1971, and what they didn't know was that if you backed up a 914 or a 356, it backed the mileage off the odometer. Okay, so if I went down, I had a neighbor of mine who was the navigator, so if I went down a side street and I didn't find the little powder designating the right direction, then I'd just back up to the main intersection and erase the mistake I had, okay? And so by the end of the rally, they went out and read your odometer mileage, and I was within 1/10 of a mile of a perfect score because I backed up and I got this great little trophy with a little fox head on it. It was great.
And you didn't bring it.
And I forgot to bring it. And it was the very first event. I hadn't lived in Boston 2 months, and I knew they had a club. I knew they were going to have an event, so we went around the Fox and House. We ran it. We met on Route 138 in Milton, or Canton, right there on 128, which is now Dunkin' Donuts. Used to be a Howard Johnson's. Yeah, that was fun.
And at the end, did you go and?
At the end, we wound up at a state park someplace, and everybody brought a sandwich or something, and so you had a sandwich at the end, and they awarded the prizes. Yeah.